Joining us now at ACC Kickoff Day 3, Payton Wilson, NC State. You saw all these cards. Like you were looking at those 87 Topps cards like, what planet is this from?
Yeah, I was
from a different time.
Well, I know a little bit about baseball just with my brother.
Yeah.
So I was trying to just see if I knew any of these names, but
even for you.
But it's a wild time for players because you can be on a card,
right?
And you can sign these cards. So, like, I know Gilio brought one of these Bowman Chromes. It's got. Wait, didn't you pull the Brennan Armstrong out with Virginia?
I did.
You're now quarterback. So you signed. How many did you sign?
At one time, I signed 6,000 of these things.
Is that in one setting?
No.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be, but then I've highly underestimated how hard signing your name 6,000 times was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I just had to buy a new car, and I was tired out by like 5 pages of contract stuff.
Ooh.
What'd he pull?
Stetson Bennett's a refractor.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Uh-oh.
What do we got here?
Jackson Smith, McJigba.
Good cards.
Yeah, and then I don't know these three.
Good cards.
Let's see.
So,
see if you're playing any of these guys.
We were talking to your coach about the defense, and like the last 2 years has been running it back, like veteran groups. You're that guy. What is this group about? We knew what the last 2 years was about. What's this group like?
Yeah, I think that like in the last 2 years, when you thought about like NC State's defense, like a lot of times it came back to linebackers, right? Like me, Drake, and Zay. Like we had a very good group, but I think people don't see us this year. We're as deep as we ever been on the defensive line, as well as our secondary is by far better than it's ever been. Like it's not even close with guys like Aiden, Shaheem, Devin Boykin, who's, I mean, due to COVID and injuries, I mean, these guys who people think haven't played have been playing since their true freshman year when they were not even close to being ready. So them just having that little bit of experience, like Coach Gibson said, I personally think that this defense can be the best one that we've had yet.
For real?
Yeah, I do.
You've had some really good defenses, man.
Come on. Now.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying that because we're here at the media day, but
right.
I think overall, like.
So what you're really saying is you hate Drake Thomas. He couldn't play.
Yeah, Drake, we're not good friends.
You're not
Drake.
friends at all. Yeah.
But I just think overall, like in the past, we've been very like last year. I mean, we were very good at the run and the pass, but in the years before, maybe we were great at the run, but couldn't defend the pass.
Sure.
Before Coach Gibson got here, defending the pass wasn't even a thing. But but this year, I think it's his.
I like that you could say that. When I say that, I get in trouble.
Annabelle comes running over like, no, Joe.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's credit to Coach Gibson and how good he is. But I think that this year's defense is as well balanced as we've ever seen. Like we're losing Drake and Zay, but the guys that are with Devon Betty, with Jalen Scott, and with Caden Fordham, I mean, they're guys in a normal college football setting without COVID, without all these extra things. They're seniors, and these are guys who still have 3 years of eligibility left, and they barely just scratched the surface. So I'm super excited to see what these guys got in store.
You decided, I'm not going to lie to you. I first heard about you when Drake's dad said, I was down at a camp. Trevor Lawrence was the big quarterback, and he said the only person who could cover anybody was Payton Wilson.
Yeah.
He's like, that's how good of an athlete he is. So I always assumed you'd be at State for 3 years.
Yeah.
I think you probably assumed you were going to be, even with the knee injury in year one, that you'd be at State for 3 years.
Yeah.
What went into your decision to be back for year 5 and to come back and do this without Drake and without some of the guys who you've been with all this time? And yes, I understand there's an NIL portion of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the whole thing for you.
No. Like you said, I mean, I definitely, after that 2020 season, I was like, this is.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 3 and done. It was pretty much a given. But then, I mean, God had other plans, Certain injuries happened and certain things happened. And, I mean, just this decision last year with the way the season unfolded, I mean, I didn't really want to go out like that. I also needed to show the next level that I could stay healthy for 2 years. So, I mean, that plays a lot into it. But, I mean, NIL, like you said, plays a little bit. But that's, I mean,
it helps.
Me. Yeah,
it helps.
I mean, me. That's not going to affect my decision any. But I think for me personally, I had certain goals set out personally as well as for the team that I've yet to accomplish. And, I mean, I'm going to accomplish them.
Did it take you a minute last year?
Yeah, last year's decision.
To say, okay. No, I'm saying in terms of once you were back on the field with the shoulder, with any of the injury. I mean, you've had both shoulders done however many times now at this point, right?
Yeah.
So did it take you a second to be like, I either got to hit somebody or I got to feel like I'm alive again here?
Yeah, I mean, the shoulders are a little different than the knees just because, I mean, once the knees are good, they're good.
Yeah.
You know, you're just running and stuff. But, yeah, it took me, I mean, last year was a little different. Like, those first few games, it was like I was still making a lot of tackles and doing this and that, but it was like, all right, let's get back to it. And then towards the end of the season, I mean, you guys probably saw it. It flipped.
Looked like
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
It was me again. So just getting that, once you lose that confidence, it's hard to get back, you know, from not playing for a year and a half.
Yeah.
But once I got it back, it was
on?
Yeah, it was
All right,
on.
that's good. All
And
right,
now it's not even close to being gone. I'm ready to go.
we'll wrap it up. We're getting to wrap it up, but I am curious. Been there so long, you've seen the changes in like recruiting and everything else. You a little jealous? You didn't get these like photoshops? Like you commit
Man.
to state, and it's like you're sitting on a throne. You've
I mean,
got like
now wait a
this-
second. We did make a big deal about him.
No, you did. No, you did get that when you came. That's true. You know
It
what?
was a big
Joe's
deal,
right.
But I will have to say,
I wrote a story or two about it.
With
Sure.
NIL, I mean, it would have been nice to come out at this time. But
Payton, appreciate it, man.
yeah, of course. Thank y'all.